Good morning, everybody. B-Ran here. 3:30, Saturday the 12th, I think. Gonna go run a half marathon. We're close to it. Trying to get 40 miles in for the week. I'm currently at 27, 28. So we're gonna go get these 40 miles in and see how we feel. I'll check back in a mile. Mile 1. Let me turn this on. Mile 1, 9:12. Dew point's at 74 right now. So I don't know if I'll keep that pace the whole time. Hard to breathe. Anyway, be back in a mile. Love you guys. Mile 2, 8:56. Still feeling good, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep this 9-minute-ish pace up for forever. Anyway, check back in a mile. Love you. Bye. Mile 3, 9:15. See you in a little bit. Mile 4, 9:02. See you in a mile. Mile 5, 8:51. Starting to cool off a little bit. I think there's a storm rolling in, so might get a little wet again. See you in a mile. Mile 6, 8:55. Still holding the line. See you in a mile. Mile 7, 9:04. See you in a mile. Mile 8, 8:55. Holding the line. See you in a mile. Mile 9, 8:54. See you in a mile. Mile 10, 9:40. Had to stop and use the bathroom. Back on track. Still holding the 9-minute 4-second for the overall average. See you in a mile. Love you guys. Mile 11, 8:51. See you in a mile. Mile 12, 8:56. Trying to keep that 9-minute mark. See you in a mile. Mile 13, pushed it a little bit, 8:13. Ended up being 8:58 average pace. Sub 2-hour marathon. Sorry, sub 2-hour half marathon. Feeling pretty good. Thanks for following old B-Ran here. If you've watched the whole video, I appreciate you. If you didn't watch the whole video, still appreciate you. Have a great day. Love you guys. Bye. Hey, B-Ran here. Doing a post-run chit-chat. Just ran for 2 hours. Got 13.1 miles, got the half in 2 hours. It's my weekly total of 41.5, so I hit my 40-mile goal for this week. Let's see here. The average was 8:59, and they ranged from the first one was first mile 9:12, 8:57, 9:16, now to 8:52, 8:55. Kind of stayed in that 9-minute mark. I got a 9:41 mile. I had to stop and use the bathroom. Wrecked my pace, but that's not the point. And then the last mile I kind of got after it, and it was 8:14 miles. So kind of offset that 9:40. Felt good today. Let's see what my charts look like. Average pace was 8:59. My best pace was 7:44. That was my last little 0.1 there at the end after the 13 mile. Heart rate average was 8:52. My max was 169. I didn't ever feel overworked. The dew point today was 74. I've been paying attention to the dew point lately. If you haven't really looked into that, look into it. Humidity does play a factor. Not discrediting that, but I just started learning about the dew point and how much more that affects your ability to sweat, breathe, all that. If you haven't looked into it or you don't know about it, look into it. It was eye-opening to me. And it's easier to track, I think. I guess humidity isn't that hard to track either, but it just makes more sense, the dew point does. So, yeah, take a look at that. So, yeah, the dew point today was 74. Kind of tough, but I felt good. I'll talk about that here in a second. Training effect, it was aerobic. Had zero anaerobic effect, so it was all cardio. Did the hill twice, got some hill in. My power was relatively low. I think I walked a couple times just to get like a sip of water. I know I walked to use the bathroom. Let's see here. My cadence, my average was 175. My max was 189. Nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. My stride length was 1.02, so I was at that one. Just in my mind, if I can get a cadence of 180 with a stride length of 1 meter, I can hit that 9 miles. 9 minute mile average pace, almost on numbers. So that's kind of where I want to live, especially in the heat. I don't want to go too hard. Vertical ratio, 8. Again, I'm not 100%. I need to research that more. 8.1% average. It shows mainly green, except for when I used the bathroom and I walked a couple times to get a drink, get a gummy nerd. Vertical oscillation, 8.2 centimeters. Ground contact time was good, 2.56 milliseconds. I walked 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and the 2 and 3 are like right next to each other because I had to stop to eat, and then right after that, well, I didn't stop to eat, but I slowed way down to eat, and then right after that, I used the bathroom. So stayed in zone 4 most of the time at my threshold for an hour and 21 minutes. I was in zone 4. Sorry. Zone 3, I was in for 31 minutes and 33 seconds. So for all you Orange Theory people, I got a lot of splat points today. Zone 2 was my power mainly for an hour and 18 minutes. Zone 3, my power was 25 minutes there. So I stayed pretty easy in how hard I worked my body, but I did work my lungs a little bit today, my cardio, my heart. So those are the numbers. How do I feel? I feel really good. 2 days ago I ran. I had a little tinge in my right knee, and my plantar was hurting on my left foot. Just normal wear and tear stuff. Got a new pair of shoes, and it's proof. I mean, I haven't ran 9-minute pace in a while. It's proof. 9-minute pace. Those shoes made me faster now. It was time for a new pair of shoes. Those other ones wore out. Starting to lead to some bad habits with my feet and how I land in ground contact. So got a new pair of shoes, the Ghost 16s. I ran in the GTX this morning because I thought it was going to rain. It was actually supposed to rain. It's been supposed to rain all week, and it hasn't really rained. I think it's sprinkled a little bit. Except, that one day I ran in and it poured for 20 minutes and then stopped. So we haven't gotten much rain here. But anyway, I thought it was going to rain. Didn't rain. Either way, shoes felt great. But yesterday, my body felt good. I ate decent. Woke up this morning, had a Cliff Bar, get some nutrients in before I ran. When I run, I actually use these Nerd Clusters. Really good. They taste good, and they're easy to eat for me. Some people might disagree with that. That's fine. But I saw, TikTok and everybody talking about how the carbohydrates, the grams per serving, kind of parallels the carbohydrates for in a gel. I try to eat a handful of those every 30 minutes while I run. No, the carbohydrates probably aren't as clean. I'm not trying to say that those are an exact 1-for-1, but man, the cost of efficacy, it's very, very, very much more cost efficient to eat the gummy nerds. Maybe for a race or something I'll use the Martin gels, but for now I'll just chew on those. I usually go with my vest on that you see. I get water bottle here, water bottle there, and then I have the handheld. This just has water in it. In the handheld, I put like a caffeine flavor packet and a liquid IV, like one of those nuns, those tablets. I throw that in there and let that dissolve overnight, and then when I wake up in the morning, I have a little bit of hydration, electrolytes, and caffeine, just a little bit. I'm not trying to go crazy on the caffeine while I run, just enough to kind of keep the body stimulated. At least that's what works for me. Some people may need more. Some people probably ward off caffeine altogether. My feet, the only thing that really does hurt is my feet, and just in the sense that they're a little blistered. Yeah, I mean, I'm logging some serious miles, and the wet and humidity, especially with that Gore-Tex and the GTX, didn't breathe as well as it would if I would have had the standard Ghost 16s. So get moisture trapped in there, and then moisture, in your shoe, that the friction causes blisters. But other than that, I feel great. I've been stretching a lot lately. I've been doing more, instead of just a bunch of different stretches, I've been doing more pointed toward what I think I need to work on as far as my soleus raises, my hip flexors, or my soleus, not my soleus raises, but doing soleus raises for my soleus, hip flexors, tibialis, things like that. I've been really focusing on that, doing some banded work. Not trying to get big and bulky, but I am trying to work the muscles to strengthen them alongside of just using the crap out of them. But yeah, I don't know. I just woke up this morning feeling good. Did not sleep good last night. My sleep scores have been absolutely abysmal the last few nights. I don't know if it's stress. I don't know what the deal is there, but I can't control that. I mean, I tried to go to bed early. I laid down at 8 o'clock and didn't go to bed until 10:30 last night. Tried to. Stayed off the screen, off the phone, but still, to no avail. But I can't control that. But I can control my attitude, and it was good. So I woke up, knew I had to run. I guess I don't have to, but I'm disciplined to run. Woke up, knew what my goal was today, and went and did it. It's very rare. A guy I know that I work with, he runs. He's more of a shorter distance runner, and he's very, very fast. And his wife actually qualified for the Boston Marathon. And when I first got into running, I was chatting with him, and we had a work trip where we were all in Florida together. And he told me that you very rarely will ever have a run where it all clicks, where it all just feels good, where you wake up feeling good, you start off and there's no soreness in the first mile, and you're running negative splits the whole time. Now, no, I didn't run negative splits the whole time today, but I was trying to stay in a range. But I still had some at the end. But today, I say that to say today was one of those days, and he's not wrong. I very rarely will go out and run and be like, man, that just felt good. Usually running doesn't feel the greatest physically. Emotionally, it almost always has great benefits at the end. Even if you fail, like you have that emotional feeling of failure, like whenever I didn't get the 50, or I set out to run a half and I only get 4 miles in, sometimes that happens. Even when you emotionally kind of lose there, you still feel, the side effects of you did something hard today, you worked out, you moved around, you got outside, you're not stuck at home, things like that. So running usually has those side effects, but typically the worst side effect of running is the physical aspect. You just beat up. Well, I'll tell you what, today, I feel pretty good. Felt good yesterday, my muscles felt good, felt strong. That could end in a moment, so I'm just going to enjoy that. I'm going to relax, chill out, enjoy the day. And if you've listened to me ramble on, thank you. Like, subscribe. I'm going to keep dropping content. This is a kind of a longer outro video, but I just had a lot on my mind, not in a bad way, just had a lot to talk about this morning, I guess. Maybe it's because I'm excited because I feel great after a run. I don't know. But if you followed along, thank you for following along. Have a great weekend. If you watch this on the weekend, if you watch it in the week, have a great week. I love you guys.